So today's topic is grouping. So here is a K-map, and today we'll be seeing 2-cell grouping, 4-cell grouping, 8-cell grouping. So grouping is very important when you are solving problems related to K-map. Usually we go for K-maps to reduce the expression. When we reduce the expression, that means we are reducing the gates, we are reducing the gate inputs. We are minimizing the circuit. So how it has been done? Here you can see a 3-variable K-map. 3-variable K-map is A, B, C, and it is and we have taken an example for 2-cell grouping. So this is 0 cell, this is 1 cell, this is 2, this is 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7. So here the output is 1 at 0 cell, 1 at 1 cell, 1 at 7 cell, 1 at 6 cell. So this is one group and this is one group. As 0 is adjacent to 1 and 6 is adjacent to 7, so this becomes 1 cell and this becomes 1 cell. So I have named this one as group 1 and I have named this one as group 2. So when I am coming to group 1, this group covers the cell 6 and 7. So when it covers 6 and 7, it corresponds to which row? It corresponds to this row. And it corresponds to which column? It corresponds to this column. So when it corresponds to this row, here it is A. 0 indicates A bar, 1 indicates A. Okay. So in the same way, here it is B bar, C bar, here it is B bar, C, here it is B, C, here it is B, C bar. So this corresponds to which row? It corresponds to this row. So I will write it as A. And this group corresponds to which column? It corresponds to these two columns. Here it is BC, here it is B, C bar. Which one is not changing? That is B is not changing. So I will take it as A, B. Okay. In the same way, now for group 2. When I have grouped this one, it corresponds to which row? It corresponds to this row. So what it is? It is A bar. 0 indicates A bar. So it is A bar. And it corresponds to which column? It corresponds to this column and this column. Here it is B bar, C bar. Here it is B bar, C. So what it is? It is B bar. So A bar, B bar. Now coming to 4-variable K-map. So 4-variable K-map, this is A, B, and hence it is 2 variables, that is A bar, B bar, A bar, B, A, B, and A, B bar. In the same way, here it is C bar, D bar, here it is C bar, D, here it is C, D, here it is C, D bar. Now, this 0 cell is adjacent to this cell, that is 3. So, I can group this one. So this becomes one group. So for this group, it is how I'll be writing. This group corresponds to which row? It corresponds to this row. So what it is A bar, B bar. So it is A bar, B bar. It corresponds to which column? It corresponds to the first column and the last column. So which is not changing? This is here C bar, D bar. Here it is C, D bar. So D bar remains the same thing. So I will write A bar, B bar, D bar. Okay. So now this group, as this cell is adjacent to this cell, I can group it in one. So this becomes one group. That is, I will name it as group 2. So in group 2, it corresponds to which row? It corresponds to the second row and the third row. Here it is A bar B. Here it is A B. So what is not changing? What is common? It is B is common. So I will write B. And this group corresponds to which column? It corresponds to this column. So what it is here? It is C bar D. So I will write C bar D. Okay. Next example. Here it is. This cell this group we have already seen in the previous example. It is covering 0 and 2 cell. So 0 and 2, it is again A bar, B bar, D bar. Okay. In the previous example, it is given this group. 0 is adjacent to cell 2, so I will group. And next is 7 is cell number 7 is adjacent to cell number 15. So we'll group this. Okay, as it is covering two cells, so it is called as two cell grouping. It is named as second group. In second group, which row it is corresponding to? It is corresponding to this, that is second one, and the this row it is third one. So what it is here, it is A bar B, and here it is A B. So which is not changing, it is B. B is common, so I will write down B. And it corresponds to which column? It corresponds to this single column. Okay, this group is covering only this single column. So what it is CD. So I will write down CD. Okay. So now this group, that is cell number 4 and cell number 12 is adjacent. So I will group this one, that is 4 and 12, and I will name it as group 3. So this group covers which row? It covers the second and third row. In second and third row, which is not changing, which is common, that is B. So I will write down B. And it corresponds to which column? It corresponds to this column, that is C bar D bar. I've written C bar D bar. Okay, and one more thing here, I can take this group also. Okay, I can take this group also. Why I've put in dotted lines, I'll explain it later. So 0 and 4 are also adjacent, and that can also be grouped. When it is being grouped, it is named it as group number 4. And what it covers, which row? It covers the first row and the second row. What is common? It is A bar is common, so I'll write A bar here. And it corresponds to which column? It corresponds to this column, so it is C bar D bar. So it is C bar D bar. Okay. Next, coming to 4 cell grouping. Why it is called 4 cell grouping? Since because it is covering 4 cells, so it is called as 4 cell grouping. So now cell number 2 is adjacent to cell number 6, cell number 6 is adjacent to cell number 14, and cell number 14 is adjacent to cell number 10. So it is called as, and I am covering it with a group like, it is called as 4 cell grouping. Okay, and I will name that as group 1. So for group 1, as it is covering all the rows, so it is called as equal to 1 because everything changes here. A bar is changing to A bar is changing to A, B bar is changing to B. So it is equal to 1. And it is covering which column? It is covering this column. So what is here? It is C and D bar. So I'll write down C D bar. Next, 4 is adjacent to 5. 5 is adjacent to 13. 13 is adjacent to 12. So now this complete cell, that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 4 cell grouping comes under one group. So I will name that as group 2, and it corresponds, this group corresponds to which row? Second row and the third row. So what is not changing here? It is A bar, this is B. Actually this is red dotted line. Okay, it is A bar B. So B is common here. So I will write down B. Okay. So next, coming to the column. So it corresponds to which column? It corresponds to the first and the second one, which is not changing. It is C bar. Okay, this is C bar. C bar is not changing, so I will write down C bar. Okay. So next, coming to the third row. Again, I put that in the dotted line. Okay. So now 4 is adjacent to 6, 12 is adjacent to 14, 4 and 12 are adjacent, 6 and 14 are adjacent. So this becomes one group. This becomes one group. So when it becomes one group, it corresponds to which row? It corresponds to these two rows. What is not changing? That is B. Okay. And it corresponds to these two rows, that is C bar. So I will write that as B C bar. B C bar. Okay. Second group is okay. This is group 3 and this is group 2. Okay. So next, coming to one more example. So here 5 is adjacent to 7, 7 is adjacent to 15, 15 is adjacent to 13. So this becomes one group. And for this one group, which row it is corresponding? These two row, which is common, B is common. So I'll write down B here. Okay. And it corresponds to which two columns? It corresponds to these two columns. So this one is C bar D, here it is C D. So which is not changing, which is common, it is D. So I will write down D. Okay. Next, coming to group 2. 0 is adjacent to 2, 2 is adjacent to 10, 10 is adjacent to cell number 8. So it corresponds to which row? The first one and the last one. Here it is A bar, B bar. Here it is A, B bar. So what is not changing? It is B bar. So I'll write down the B bar. It corresponds to which column? The first and the last one. What is not changing? Here it is C bar, D bar. Here it is C, D bar. So what you have to write? It is D bar. So it is B bar, D bar. Next, coming to one more example. So cell number 1 is adjacent to cell number 3. Cell number 3 is adjacent to cell number 11. 11 is adjacent to 9. 9 is adjacent again to 1. So this becomes, this 1, 3, 9, 11 becomes one group. So here it corresponds to which row? It corresponds to the first row and the last row. Here it is A bar, B bar. Here it is A, B bar. So B bar is common. So I'll write down B bar. It corresponds, this group corresponds to which columns? It corresponds to the second and the third one. Here it is C bar D, here it is C D. So what is not changing? That is D, which is common. So the expression what you'll be getting, the min term what you'll be getting is B bar D. Okay. Now 4 is adjacent to 12, 12 is adjacent to 14, 14 is adjacent to 6, as well as 6 is adjacent to 4. So this becomes one group. That is cell number 4, 12, 6 and 14. 6 and 14. It becomes one group and it is named as group 2. It corresponds to which row? It corresponds to this and this row. So what is common? It is B. Okay. Here it is A bar B. Here it is AB. So B is common. I'll write down B. And it corresponds to which two columns? It corresponds to this and this one. So this is C bar D bar. Here it is C D bar. So D bar. I'll write down B D bar. Into 8 cell grouping. 8 cell grouping. In 8 cell grouping, it covers all the 8 cells. So it is called as 8 cell grouping. So here it is 0, 1, 2, 3, 8, 9, 10, 11. So 0 is adjacent to 1, 1 is adjacent to 3, 3 is adjacent to 2, 2 is adjacent to 10, 10 is adjacent to 11, 11 is adjacent to 3, 9 is adjacent to 1, okay, 8 is adjacent to 0. So this becomes 8 cell grouping. It corresponds to which two rows? It corresponds to this row and this row. Here it is A bar, B bar. Here it is A, B bar. So what is common? It is B bar and it is covering all the columns. When it is covering all the columns, it is equal to 1. If it covers all the rows, it is equal to 1. Okay. So only B bar you will be getting here. In the same way, here also it is vertically covered. That is here 0, 4, 12 and 8, 2, 6, 14 and 10. So which column it is covering? It is covering the first and the last column, which is common. It is D bar. As it is covering all the rows, so it is equal to 1. So we will not be taking any variable here. That is equal to D bar. See, one more thing is like this. You can ask a question like this complete one becomes one group, that is 4 cell, and this becomes 4 cell. You cannot, if suppose if I take 4 cell grouping, what happens? I'll be getting two variables, this one group and this one group. So there becomes two groups. Okay. And our intention of going for K-map is to reduce the number of gates, to reduce the complexity, to reduce the circuit. All these things we want to reduce. So only always if there is an option of going for 4 cell and 8 cell, always you have to go for the maximum cell grouping. If suppose 4 cell grouping and 2 cell grouping is possible, you should go for 4 cell grouping. If it is 4 cell and 8 cell, always go for 8 cell. In that way, you should always prefer the maximum cell grouping. And the same procedure applies to 0 cell. Here you can see. There it was 1. That means we were seeing or we were going for min terms. Here it is max terms. When it is max terms, for min terms we take 0 as complement. That is 0 means a bar. And for max terms it is 0 means without bar. So there it is sum of product. Here it is product of sum. So 0 0 means it is a plus b. 0 1 means it is a plus b bar. 1 1 means a bar plus b bar. 1 0 means it is a bar plus b. In the same way, this is c plus d. It is c plus d bar. C bar plus d bar. C bar plus d. Okay. So now group 1. As 6 and 7 is adjacent, I will group this as one group. This as one group. Okay. As 0 is adjacent to 8, this as one group. You can ask a question that 5 and 7 can also be grouped. That we will speak later. Okay. Now 6 and 7, it is group 1. So now it covers which row? It covers this row. It is a plus b bar. Here it is. What it is, which one is common, which is not changing? C bar. So a plus b bar plus C bar. Okay. In the same way, 5 and 13 becomes one group. So which two rows it is covering? It is covering these two rows. What is not changing? It is B bar. What is which column it is covering? It is covering this column. So it is C plus D bar. So it is B bar plus C plus D bar. In the same way, group 3. Group 3 it is covering 0 and 8. Okay, 0 cell and 8 cell. So what it is? It is which row? It is first and the last row. So what is common? That is B. You can see here, this is A plus B. Here it is A bar plus B. So what is not changing? B. So I will write down B. And it corresponds to which column? It corresponds to this column. What it is? C plus D. Okay. So now coming to, we have seen 2 cell. Now 4 cell. 0 is adjacent to 1, 1 is adjacent to 3, 3 is adjacent to 2. It becomes one group. So when it becomes one group, so it is covering all the columns. So we will not be taking any literal over here. It is covering one single row. What it is? A plus B. So I'll write down A plus B. In the same way, group 2. It is covering cell 5, 7, 13 and 15. So what it is? It is, which one is common here? It is B bar. So I'll write down B bar. Okay. As I've already told, it is max terms. So it is plus, it is product of sum. So plus here. So next, which column? It is these two columns. What is common? It is D bar. So B bar plus D bar. Okay. Next. So here it is 0, 4, 12, 18. So this complete one group. So it is covering all the rows. So I'll not be taking anything over here. And it is covering which column? It is covering C plus D. So I'll write down C plus D. As 3 is adjacent to 2, 2 is adjacent to 10, 10 is adjacent to 11. This becomes one group. Okay, 4 cell grouping. So what is here? Which row it is covering? It is covering the first and the last row. So what it is? B. So I'll write down B. And what is in the column side? It corresponds to these two columns. And what is common? It is C bar. So I'll write down C bar, B plus C bar. As D bar is changing to D, I'll not take that. Which is common, which is not changing, I'll take that. It is C bar. So I'll take B plus C bar. This one type of grouping is 0 is adjacent to 2, 2 is adjacent to 10, 10 is adjacent to 8. So this becomes one group. It corresponds to which row? First and the last row. So what is not changing? That is 0 is not changing. So it is B. Okay. So now in the same way, here it is first and the last column. Here it is C plus D. Here it is C bar plus D. So what is common, which is not changing? D is not changing. So I'll take D. In the same way, 8 cell grouping. In 8 cell grouping, all 8 cells it should cover. So 0 is adjacent to 1, 1 is adjacent to 3, 3 is adjacent to 2. It is 6, 7, 5 and 4, which comes under one complete group, 8 cell grouping. So what it is, you can see corresponding row, which two rows it is covering. It is covering these two rows. So what is not changing? A is not changing. Here it is A plus B, here it is A plus B bar. So A is common, so I will write down A. Okay. In the same way, 0 is adjacent to 4, 4 is adjacent to 12, 12, 8. In the same way here 10, 14, 6 and 2. It becomes 8 cell. As it is covering all the 4 rows, so it is equal to 1. I'll see columns. Which column it is covering? It is covering the first and the last column. So first and the last column, what is not changing? Here it is C plus D. Here it is C bar plus D. So D is common, which is not changing. So I will write down D. Now let us see one example. Minimize the following Boolean expression using K-map. See, f of a b c is equal to a bar b bar c bar plus a b bar c bar plus a b bar c. So this is a bar means 0, b bar means 0. This is sum of product. So bar means 0. So I will take 0, 0, 0. Here it is 1, 0, 0, 1, 0, 1. So here it has been given in the table. You can see if you want. You should remember this one. So 0, 0 indicates 0, 0, 0, 1 indicates 1, 0, 1, 0 indicates 2 in decimal number. Okay. 0, 1, 1 is 3, 1, 0, 0 is 4, 1, 0, 1 is 5, 1, 1, 0 is 6 and 1, 1, 1 is 7. So what decimal numbers you will be getting here? It is 0, it is 4 and it is 5. So what I'll put as it is sum of product, that is these are min terms. So I'll take summation sigma and m, small m indicates min terms. So what are the decimal numbers? It is 0, 4, 5. So I'll write down 0, 4, 5 and I will place 1 at these cell numbers. So 0, 1, 4 is 1, 5 is 1. Okay, rest all will be 0. So now I will group now. So I'll group this one, first one, 0, 4. So what we'll be getting? It is covering all the rows. So what we'll be getting here? It is B bar, C bar. So I'll write down B bar, C bar. This one is left alone here. So what I should do? Adjacent is 4. I can group again the same one. I can use this one to group this cell number 5. Okay, that can be done. So I will group this one and I will write down which this group covers which row. It covers this row and it covers which column? It covers the first and the second column. So when it is covering this row, what it is A. Okay, I'll write down A. And this group covers which two columns? It covers this and this column. So what is not changing? It is B bar. So I'll write down A, B bar. So whenever they tell you to design, it is compulsory that you have to put the circuit diagram. Okay. So here it is actually A, B bar. A, B bar, as it is multiplication. So I'll be using an AND gate. So here also one AND gate. It is actually here it is a B bar. So A, B bar, C bar. So we'll be writing in this way. So you can compare what the question was. When the question they had given, when you draw the circuit for this one directly, many number of gates you require. Okay, and you require 3 AND gates with 3 input AND gates and 2 OR gates. Okay, so when it is being minimized by K-map, the circuit diagram also reduces and hence we go for K-maps.